Hello, friends, and welcome back to TJKidz Super Fun Stories, where imagination becomes reality. Today's adventure takes us right into a neighborhood mystery, the kind that makes you peek through the blinds and whisper to your siblings, and maybe call up your friends to help you investigate. An alien next door? Could it really be? Well, let's find out. So grab a comfy spot, get cozy, and join me for this adventure. The Alien Next Door. Levi sat at the kitchen table, prepping some fruit while his mom flipped pancakes. Josie sat across from him, coloring a picture of a unicorn. Outside the window, the house next door sat quiet and empty, a big for sale sign stuck in the yard.
Do you think a family will move in soon?
Levi asked.
I hope so,
Josie said.
Maybe a girl my age. I was kind of hoping for a boy I can play soccer with,
Levi said. Their mom set a plate of pancakes on the table. Well, she said, I heard the house already sold. Not sure when the new homeowner is moving in, but we'll find out soon enough. Levi and Josie shared a spark of excitement. New neighbors meant new possibilities. A week later, just as the sun set behind the trees, a loud rumbling sound rolled down the street. Levi pressed his face to the window.
Mom, there's a moving truck.
Josie hurried over.
Who moves at night?
She asked. The truck backed into the driveway next door. Boop, boop, boop. Cutting through the quiet evening, a tall, skinny man stepped out, wearing sunglasses and a wide-brimmed hat, even though it was nearly dark outside. He waved the movers around like he was directing a movie scene.
No kids?
Levi wondered.
Is it just him in there?
They watched as normal things came off the truck. Tables, chairs, boxes, lamps. But then something else rolled down the ramp.
Is that a giant metal tube?
Josie asked. Another object followed. Something metallic, shaped like a saucer, only split into two halves. Levi leaned in a bit closer.
No way. That looks like a flying saucer.
Josie whispered.
Who is this guy?
The next morning, the doorbell rang. Their mom opened it, and there stood the man from last night. Sunglasses on, strange hat still in place. Hello, he said, his voice thick and muffled. My name is Zuri. I just moved in. Their mom smiled. Welcome to the neighborhood. I'm Emily, and these are my kids, Levi and Josie. Nice to meet you, Zuri said. I had some dental work done this morning, so it's a little hard to talk. Levi and Josie traded a suspicious look. Dental work at 8 in the morning? And the sunglasses again? After he left, Levi whispered,
Mom, I think he might be an alien. Seriously,
Josie said.
Do you see that stuff he moved in?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. He seems like a perfectly nice man, their mom said in a matter-of-fact voice. But Levi and Josie weren't convinced. Later that night, they decided to do a little spying to see if they could figure this new neighbor out. They peeked through the blinds. Zuri's garage was open, and sparks flickered inside. He was welding something big.
He's repairing the spaceship, Levi said quietly. He's totally an alien disguised as a human. Or maybe a shapeshifter.
The next night they watched again. This time, Zuri was in the backyard, working under a bright work light. They couldn't see much, so Levi called up two of his friends, Mateo and Carter, who arrived with binoculars.
Okay, Levi said. Check this out. Look over there.
Mateo peered through the binoculars.
Okay, he's gluing something together. Looks like a giant ray gun. Let me see, Levi said, taking a peek through the binoculars. You're right. That's totally a ray gun. Wait, shh, Carter said. Do you hear that? Those noises. That sounds just like aliens from the movies. So, you think he really is an alien?
Josie said, sounding unsure. Mateo lowered his binoculars.
I hate to say it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure your neighbor is an alien.
The next night, things got even stranger. Flashing lights flickered in the backyard. Bright, strobing bursts of blue and green. The alien noises were louder now, echoing through the quiet neighborhood. Then it happened. A tall green head peeked around the corner of the house. Large eyes, smooth skin. It looked right at them.
Ah!
Levi yelped, diving under the window.
It saw us, Josie said. He's going to come over and eat our brains. We're doomed. We've got to do something, Levi said. We need a plan. For all we know, he and his alien friends are planning to take over the world.
The next morning, Levi and Josie asked their mom for some money.
We need to buy school supplies,
Levi said. Already? Their mom asked.
Yep,
Josie said quickly.
Never too early to prep.
You guys are acting funny, their mom said, handing them a few dollars. You sure everything is all right?
Yep, all good,
Levi said as they darted out to the garage. They hopped on their bikes, met up with Mateo and Carter, and rode to the store. Instead of notebooks, they bought a big net, foam dart blasters, rope, tape, and some water balloons.
This should be everything we need to capture an alien,
Levi said. That night, they gathered in Levi's room, backpacks full of supplies.
Tonight's the night,
Mateo said.
Tonight, we stop this alien and foil his plans to take over the world.
They waited until the strange lights started again. Sure enough, the alien noises echoed across the yard.
Here we go, Levi said. Let's move.
They sprinted across the grass, foam blasters raised and ready. But right as they rounded the corner, they froze. A tall green alien stood in the yard, a fully assembled spaceship behind him. The alien stepped forward. "Attack!" Levi shouted. Foam darts flew. Water balloons splattered. The alien stumbled back, arms lifted in surprise. "Get the net!" Carter yelled. Josie rushed forward and tossed the net over the alien. The kids wrapped tape around him as fast as they could. Then the alien mask slipped off. "Ah, his head fell off!" Mateo shouted. A familiar voice said, "Whoa, hold up, guys." It was Zuri. He looked at them through the tangle of tape and netting. It's not what you think." Levi stared. "Wait, you're not an alien?" "No," Zuri said. "I'm a movie director. I'm preparing for a new alien movie I'm making. The spaceship is just a prop. The ray gun is a prop. The alien mask is a prop. The noises are sound effects I'm testing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to alarm you. I probably should have warned you," Josie said. "But what about the sunglasses, the hat, the weird talking?" "Oh," Zuri said. "The sunglasses and hat that's just my style. I like the look. Makes me feel like a big-time Hollywood guy. And the talking? I really did have dental work done. A lot of it. But it's all better now." The kids exchanged a puzzled look. "We thought you were going to take over the world," Levi said. Zuri laughed. "I guess I can see why you thought that." The tension melted away as everyone laughed together. "You know," Zuri said, "I could use some kids in the background of a few scenes. Would you all like to be extras in the movie?" "Yeah!" they all shouted. And that is exactly what happened. Zuri began filming his alien encounter movie, and he kept his promise. He had the kids cast as extras in the movie. They got to stay in a trailer on set and meet some of the actors. It was an amazing experience. A few months later, Levi, Josie, Mateo, and Carter sat on the couch with Levi and Josie's mom, watching the movie premiere. They were running in the background, pretending to be scared of aliens. Their mom smiled. "Aw, I'm proud of all of you. And I'm glad you didn't actually capture the poor man." Levi grinned. "Yeah, that would have been awkward," Josie added. "But it sure made a great story." The end. And that is the end of our story, friends. Oh wow, now we know how a simple misunderstanding can turn into a wild adventure. I'm really glad that Levi, Josie, and their friends figured things out before they got too out of hand. And that leads me to a moral I learned from today's story. Sometimes our imaginations can run away with us, and it's important to look for the truth before jumping to conclusions. What did you learn? Well, that's it for today, friends. Thanks for tuning in. See you on the next one. Toodles!